Hi guys, this is Anya from Hair's Affairs. This time I'd like to talk about jumbo curlers and the two ways that you can use them. They give a slightly different result. By curling your hair, you give it much more volume and texture, it lasts longer between washes, and it's so much easier to style your hair into updos. And that's why I'm always in the search for the best way to curl my hair without using damaging heat. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see how to use these curlers, keep watching.
Hi again, it's morning, I've gotten my coffee, I've put on my makeup, and now it's time to take out the jumbo curlers. So let's take out one of the curls and let me show you what type of curl this method will give. As you see, it's more of a spiral look. So before I take out the rest of the hair, let me explain a little bit what the difference between the two methods are. The first method, you take your strands of hair, you place it at the bottom, and you wrap everything up. And then you just secure the curlers. This method gives kind of more of a retro kind of look, if that's what you're going for, and it's totally okay. I think this kind of curl will give it a little bit more of that modern look. And what you do is you use this as if it was a curling wand. So if you're curling your hair on the right side, you take the strands of hair in your right hand, you place the jumbo curler close to your head and start wrapping the hair as if you were gonna use a curling wand. So what you need to do here, you need to make sure that these ends here, that you trap them and bend this curler like so, and then the other one you can take to the other side. So just make sure that the hair doesn't unravel and that the ends are trapped. Let's take all of them out and see what the result would be.
Almost forgot to say that last night when I was curling my hair, it was dry. I find that when my hair is damp, it tends not to dry properly through the night. So I prefer to wait until it's dry and then I curl it immediately after it dries without waiting too long. When you take these out, make sure to straighten them out before you put them away. It will make them last longer. Also, forgot to mention that they are very soft and comfortable to sleep on, which is another added bonus.
Okay, so as you can tell, this is not the desired finished result.
Yep, it's time to separate those curls with your fingers. And I'd also like to mention that I used the same amount of curlers in both cases. I used 13 in total, but how many you use is up to your hair thickness and the desired look that you're going for. I'm going to leave a link in the description box of where I got these. Each set has 6 curlers and you can also see the pricing.
So I definitely prefer this look to the one that I showed you a picture of if I'm gonna wear my hair down. Now this is obviously a very tight curl and you might not be going for that exactly. Your length is gonna shrink severely. If your hair is longer, probably it's not gonna be as tight, but if your hair is medium length, you are going to shrink in length a little bit. If you don't want the curls to be as tight, there's 2 things you can do.
These jumbo curlers have a pretty big diameter if you don't press too hard on them.
You then simply use this diameter and wrap the hair around gently without pressing too much, and then it's gonna have a bigger spiral. What I did to achieve this, I wrapped it around tightly. Another thing you can do if you just want a slight wave for that more beachier look and you don't want to use curling irons and a lot of heat, you can wash your hair and let it dry, and then if you want to, you can just dampen the ends a little bit, and then you can use these in the way I showed you. Go have breakfast, do your makeup, and then after a half an hour or an hour or so, you can take them out and they will definitely not be as curly as this. You will have a much more softer look, a more wavier look. Another thing I love about curling my hair is that it lasts a lot longer. I can go a lot longer without washing it. Tomorrow these are going to appear much softer and I can keep them down and curly for today, and tomorrow I can do an updo. Styling your hair in updos is really a lot simpler. If you want to make a bun with curly hair, you just, you can just twist it, pin it, and your hairstyle is basically done by itself.
This is the result of method number 2. Unfortunately, I wasn't filming when I was doing it the other way, and I don't think I will be going to, because this is definitely my favorite and what I will keep doing.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If so, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you next time. Bye!